Dear learners, welcome back to my channel Easy English Grammar. In this class we are going to discuss emphatic pronouns or intensive pronouns. Emphatic pronouns are the same as reflexive pronouns. In the form they are same, but in usage there is difference. Myself, the plural form is ourselves. Then yourself, plural yourselves. Himself, herself, itself. The plural form of the three forms are themselves. As I told you earlier, there is a difference between the use of reflexive pronoun and the emphatic pronoun. As the word emphatic indicates, it is used for the sake of emphasis. Emphasis എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഊന്നി പറയുക. അപ്പോൾ reflexive pronoun, the action refers back on the subject itself. It is used in the position of the object. But here we use this emphatic pronoun just after the subject or after the object, if there is one. Here we have the examples for these emphatic pronouns. I myself did it. I myself did it. I did it myself. I myself did it. Here this emphatic pronoun comes just after the subject. I myself. I myself did it. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് അത് ചെയ്തത്. ഉറപ്പിച്ച് പറയാണ്. I myself did it. Then I did it myself. It comes after the object. I did it myself. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് അത് ചെയ്തത്. But here this emphatic pronoun comes after the subject or after the object. I did it myself. I myself did it. Yeah, we ourselves invited him. We ourselves invited him. അയാളെ ക്ഷണിച്ചത് ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണ്. We ourselves invited him. Here this emphatic pronoun comes just after the subject we. We ourselves invited him. We invited him ourselves. We invited him ourselves. Here this ourselves, the emphatic pronoun comes just after the object him. We invited him ourselves. Here this pronoun myself and ourselves do the function of an emphatic pronoun or an intensive pronoun. They are used for the sake of emphasis. ഊന്നി പറയുക, തറപ്പിച്ച് പറയുക. I myself did it. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് ചെയ്തത്. I did it myself. The meaning of both these sentences are the same. We ourselves invited him or we invited him ourselves. ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണ് അവനെ ക്ഷണിച്ചത്. We ourselves invited him or we invited him ourselves. Next, yourself and yourselves. You, yourself, singular. You, yourselves, plural. You yourself said that. You yourself said that. നീ തന്നെയാണത് പറഞ്ഞത്. നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണത് പറഞ്ഞത്. You yourself said that. You said that yourself. You said that yourself. Here the first example, this yourself emphatic pronoun comes after the noun or after the subject. Here you said that yourself. You said that yourself. It is followed by the object. You said that yourself. നീ തന്നെയാണത്, നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണത് പറഞ്ഞത്. You yourself insulted him. You yourself. There are two persons, at least two persons. That is why yourselves, plural. You yourselves insulted him. നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ അവഹേളിച്ചത്. You yourself insulted him. You insulted him yourselves. നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണ് അയാളെ അവഹേളിച്ചത്. The meaning of both these sentences are the same. Emphatic pronouns comes after the subject or after the object. Here we have himself and herself. Himself is masculine gender and herself is feminine gender. Masculine gender means pullingam, feminine gender strilingam. Raju himself went. Raju himself went. Raju തന്നെയാണ് പോയത്. Raju went himself. Raju went himself. രാജു തന്നെയാണ് പോയത്. The meaning of both these sentences are the same. Mary herself drove the car. മേരി തന്നെയാണ് കാർ ഓടിച്ചത്. Mary drove the car herself. Mary drove the car herself. മേരി തന്നെയാണ് കാർ ഓടിച്ചത്. The meaning of both of these sentences are the same. Here Raju himself went. Himself come after the subject. In the second sentence, Raju went himself. This here himself comes after the verb intransitive. Mary herself drove the car. Car is the object here. Mary herself drove the car. In this sentence, herself comes just after the subject. In the second sentence, Mary drove the car herself. Herself, the emphatic pronoun, comes after the object, the car. Mary drove the car herself, or Mary herself drove the car. Next, itself and themselves. Themselves is the plural of himself, herself and itself. The baby itself laughed. കുട്ടി തന്നെയാണ് ചിരിച്ചത്. The baby laughed self. Same meaning. The baby laughed self. A laugh is an intransitive verb. Here, itself comes just after the subject, the baby, and the second sentence comes after the intransitive verb laugh. The ministers themselves led the march. The ministers themselves led the march. അപ്പം മന്ത്രിമാർ തന്നെയാണ് ആ മാർച്ച് നയിച്ചത്. The ministers led the march themselves. The meaning is the same word. Because here ministers themselves led the march. Themselves comes after the subject, the ministers. The first sentence, the ministers themselves led the march. The emphatic pronoun themselves comes just after the subject. In the second sentence, the ministers led the march. Themselves comes after the object, the march. Here we have the object, the march. The ministers led the march themselves. Itself and themselves are emphatic pronoun because they emphasize the matter. Look here, when we want to emphasize another noun, we place this emphatic pronoun immediately after that noun. I saw Messi himself. I saw Messi himself. Here we want to emphasize Messi, the word, the noun Messi. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ മെസ്സിയെ തന്നെയാണ് കണ്ടത്. അപ്പോൾ ഐ മൈസെൽഫ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇപ്പോൾ മെസ്സി ഹിംസെൽഫ് ആണ്. ബിക്കോസ് ഹിയർ എംഫസിസ് ഈസ് ഗിവൺ ടു മെസ്സി. ഐ സോ മെസ്സി ഹിംസെൽഫ്. ഷീ സ്പോക്ക് ടു ദ ഡോക്ടർ ഹെർസെൽഫ്. The doctor is a female. She spoke to the doctor herself. Here herself stands for this doctor, not for she. Tom liked the place itself. Tom liked the place itself. Tom liked the place itself. Tomine ആ സ്ഥലം തന്നെ ഇഷ്ടമായി. But Tom liked the place itself. Here itself stands for place because here this noun is emphasized. Tom liked the place itself. Now let us look at the difference between myself, by myself, or herself, by herself. I did it myself. I did it myself. It is emphatic. I did it myself. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണത് ചെയ്തത്. I did it by myself. I did it by myself. By myself means alone, without help. I did it by myself. I did it alone, or I did it without any help. Here it indicates that I did it myself. It was done by me and not by someone else. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് ചെയ്തത്, വേറെ ആരുമല്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഒന്നാമത്തെ മീനിങ്. I did it myself. It is emphatic there. In the second sentence, I did it by myself. I did it by myself means I did it alone, without the help of others. ഞാനത് തനിച്ചാണ് ചെയ്തത്, മറ്റുള്ളവരുടെ സഹായം ഇല്ലാതെ എന്നുള്ള മീനിങ്ങിലാണ്. അതുപോലെ ഷീ ടോൾഡ് മീ ദ ന്യൂസ് ഹെർസെൽഫ്. ഷീ ടോൾഡ് മീ ദ ന്യൂസ് ഹെർസെൽഫ്. അവൾ തന്നെയാണ് ആ വാർത്ത എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഷീ ടോൾഡ് മീ ദ ന്യൂസ് ഹെർസെൽഫ്. ഷീ ലിവ്സ് ബൈ ഹെർസെൽഫ്. ഷീ ലിവ്സ് ബൈ ഹെർസെൽഫ് മീൻസ് ഷീ ലിവ്സ് അലോൺ. അവൾ തനിച്ചാണ് താമസിക്കുന്നത്. ബൈ ഹെർസെൽഫ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അലോൺ, ബൈ ഹിംസെൽഫ് അലോൺ. I did it by myself. It is emphatic. I did it by myself. That is not emphatic, but that means that alone. I did it by myself. I did it without the help of others. മറ്റുള്ളവരുടെ സഹായം കൂടാതെയാണ് ഞാനത് ചെയ്തതെന്നുള്ള മീനിങ് ആണ് വരുന്നത്. അതോടെ she told me the news herself. She told me the news herself. It is emphatic, but here she lives by herself. It is not emphatic. It says that she is alone. She lives alone. Dear learners, for time being, let's wind up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.